Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from San Anita Park here on opening day of their winter spring meet here on Saturday. It is December the 26th, 2015. Merry Christmas to all. It's a very great opening day card, and if you want more selections for the whole card from San Anita, remember to follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. I changed my Twitter handle. Still same Twitter, just changed the name. The link is in the description box. We'll have selections for all the races on there, and they will be up right after this video, so go check that out. I'm going to look at the stakes races here right now. Races 4, 6, 7, and 8. So let's get on to it. We have a lot of action to get to. Race number 4 is the 12th running of the Daytona Handicap. Grade 3, purse $100,000 for 3-year-olds and upwards. We have a field of 14. We have one scratch in this race, the 6 horse. Please take out the 6 horse, who is Plainview, going 6.5 furlongs down the hillside turf course. It's going to be very weird not listening to Trevor Deming calling races at San Anita, so it's gonna be, it's gonna be pretty weird. We have, like I said, 14 horses down to 13 now. I'm gonna go with my top selection here, a bit of a long shot. Well, a lot of a long shot. Number 8, Bench Warrant at 20-1. Jose Lascano for John Sadler. Last time out, this horse ran November the 12th at Del Mar, 5 furlongs and an optional 80,000 claimer. Finished 6 by 4.5 lengths that day. I don't know what the problem was with that horse that day. Got to 4 lengths off the lead, and after that really didn't get really anything. He just didn't close at all. He's getting blinkers for the first time in his career today, which should be really helpful. Then start 4, that was San Anita, 5 furlongs on the dirt, which is a distance they don't run a lot for 3-year-olds or up, usually 2-year-olds, but not 3-year-olds. And on October the 18th, 5 furlongs, an optional 100,000 claimer. They don't run an optional $100,000 claimer of 5 furlongs San Anita a lot either. Finished 6th by 7.5 lengths that day. Again, had no bid. Throw that race out. That was his first start since May the 2nd, going downhill here at San Anita, 6.5 in the Desert Code Stakes. He broke slow that day, but was really closing well. He was far back, but he was closing well. And then start 4, that was in the Pasadena Stakes, March 21st, at San Anita, 1 mile. Finished 5th by 5.5 lengths. A bit too long for this horse. Really likes this hillside turf course. He has 2 wins going downhill, both by a neck and a nose. His last win came February the 15th, down to hillside turf course in the Baffle Stakes. This horse won by a neck, was really closing well. At top of the stretch was 6th by 3 3/4 lengths, and then 1 by a nose, really, like I said, closing. And then January 15th of this year, actually, 6.5 an optional 80,000 claimer, 1 by nose. Again, this horse is rallying really well. Gonna go with this one. If you look at the starts, this horse ran down the hillside turf course. They ran 6 furlongs in 106 and 107-1, so he needs a very quick pace. 42-1 for the one race that went to the half, so that's incredible. They do run fast times down this hillside turf course, and I like picking a horse that knows the course. This is a horse's course, So I'm going to go with this one. He's going to be my top selection here. To complete a super for this race, I'm going to do the 8. I'm going to key in on the 8. Underneath, I'm going to box the 9, 10, 11, 12 for 10 cents. It's going to cost you $2.40. So yeah, I'm going to do that. So recap my bets for race number 4 from San Anita Park. It is the Daytona Handicap. I'm going to go with the 8, who's my top selections. For my 10-cent super for this race, I'm going to key in on the 8. I'm going to box the 9, 10, 11, 12, which is going to cost you $2.40. So now let's get on to race number 6 from San Anita. Here on this opening day, race number 6 is the 16th running of the Mathis Brothers Mile. Grade 2, purse $200,000 for 3-year-olds. Foals of 2012. 12 horses traveling, guess what? 1 mile on the turf course. And another turf race. But the turf course was in horrible shape at the end of last season. At the end of the fall meet. There was a lot of holes in it. They totally refurbished the turf course. Hopefully it'll run good, because they are running now until basically July 10th. They have a 3-week meet at Los Al in the middle of April this year, but still, they're going to be running on it for, a long time. So hopefully they had to take good care of it. The last winter meet, turf course looked pretty good towards the end of the meet also. Like I said, we have 12 horses going to post here. I'm gonna go as my top selection here, number 5, Soul Driver, 8-1. He's very this is one of those other races where I'm gonna give you a trifecta for 50 cents. I'm gonna go 5 with 610. Actually, a dollar trifecta. I forgot. San Anita doesn't have 50-cent trifectas. 5 is going to be my top selection. Underneath, going to box to 610. Even though all those other horses, the other two horses I have are pretty. I might even box to 5, 6, 10 because it's a very hard race to look at. But I'm going to go with 5, Driver, whatever. 8-1, Tyler Bays, Jeff Mullins trains. Last time out, Del Mar, mile 8th on November the 28th in Hollywood Derby. Finished 6 by 2 1/4 lengths. Was closing really, really well. Just had a horrible trip that day. Also, I think this horse could have got a lot better that day. Whatever I just said, but he just had a lot of traffic trouble. In a field of 14, it was 13th early. It was 14th at the in the middle of the race by and back 16 lengths off the lead. And then 14th, 11th at the top of the stretch and got up to 6 by 2 1/4 lengths. But he had just had a horrible trip. He had a better trip. I think he could have been a lot better that day. Then San Anita Mile 8th and Twilight Derby, formerly known as the Oak Tree Derby, on October 24th. Finished 5th by 5.5 lengths again. He was off slowly that day, but was closing not closing well, but he had a decent race, decent 5th place finish. And then Del Mar, mile 8th on September the 6th in Del Mar Derby, finished 5th by 8 lengths. Was weakening and was off slow again that day. I think the way this race is handled, I think he could do really well. The distance is perfect. At San Anita, 5-2, 2 wins, 1 second, 1 third. His last win came over in the Oceanside. The last win here at San Anita came in the Singletary Stakes for $87,000 on June the 20th. Won by 4.5 lengths with Gary Stevens up that day. Was just clear in a stretch. Mile distance should really be helpful with this horse. So going to go with this one's for Count My Bets, race number 6, the Mathis Brothers Mile. Going to go with the 5, Soul Driver, who's my top selection to complete a dollar trifecta here. And key in on the 5, and I'm also going to box the 610 underneath. So now let's get on to race number 7. The 7th race from San Anita is the 43rd running of the La Brea Handicap. Grade 1, purse $300,000 for fillies 3-year-olds, foals of 2012. We have a field of 10 horses traveling 7 furlongs. Another great race. Couldn't find a top selection here. I have 2 horses that I really like. I'm just going to box them probably. And try in exacta for $1. It's going to cost you $2, but I'm going to go 3-6. If you want to use my selections here for a late pick 4, I think it's $100 million guarantee, something like that. Some crazy amount. If you want to do that, but I'm not sure if I'm going to play a pick 4 or something like that. Have to see with the money, But I'm going to go 3-6 in this race. Number 3, Cavorting, 5-2, Irad Ortiz coming in from New York to ride this one for Kieran McLaughlin. Last time out, the run Keeneland, 7 furlongs, October 31st in the Breeders' Cup Filly Mare Sprint. Finished 4th by 4 3/4 lengths, was closing well that day, but had a horrible trip. Was 14th early, 13th at the half, 11th, 7th, and got up to 4th. Was 7 wide. It was just a horrible race for this horse, but I have to say, he did leave her own. Was the favorite also, not a heavy favorite. Then at Saratoga, 6 furlongs, September the 6th in a Pyrrhus Stakes. Hopefully I said that right. Grade 2, won by 3 lengths, got 100 by speed figure, tied best speed figure. Was 3 wide and 6 wide the 8th fall and had a hand drive. Was leading at the top of the stretch and just went on to win by 3 lengths. Very nice victory. And then the test at Saratoga, 7 furlongs, a grade 1. Again, won by 2 1/4 lengths, 2.5 lengths actually. Just edged away to a very clear victory. I think the way this race is going, he should be really well. Has a workout over this main track. 4 furlong workout, 48 flat. That was on December the 18th here at San Anita, 10th best out of 34. So I'm going to go with this one. I'm also going to go with the 6 horse complete my exacta box. Number 6, Ben Dutches at 3-1. Joe Talamo for John Sadler. Last time out, they're on San Anita, 6.5 furlongs on October the 4th in the LA Women's Stakes. That was grade 3 that day. Won by 3 1/4 lengths. Again, tied best 100 by speed figure for this horse. This horse was leading at the top stretch, was 5 wide at the top of the stretch also, but was clear in the that day. Finished the race in 1:15.3, which is pretty quick. Then it's Del Mar, 6 furlongs, September the 6th, and the CERF Stakes for $85,000. Finished second by 4 1/4 lengths. Was 3 wide in the stretch and just was closing up for second that day and got it. And then start for those Del Mar, 6 furlongs on August 9th, and Optional 6-2 Claimer. One by Nose, again, was closing up to a very clear victory. This horse is facing better horses today, for sure. Hopefully this horse will really do it. Has an incredible workout. On December 21st, that was past Monday. 5 furlong workout, and 58-2, the best workout, 71 that day. So this horse is ready to run. Hopefully the class shouldn't be a problem. I'm hoping so. They bought this horse for $170,000 at the OBS March 2014 sale. So you're going to go with this one. So count my bets for the La Brea Handicap, which is race number 7. I'm going to go with the 3/6 exacta box for $1, which is going to cost you $2. So now let's get on to race number 8. The 8th race from San Anita Park is the 64th ring of the Malibu Stakes. Grade 1 purse, $300,000 for 3-year-olds. Falls of 2012. With 7 horses traveling 7 furlongs, and this is the return of the British Cup Sprint winner of 2015, Run Happy. And I'm going to try and find a price in this race because I think Run Happy is going to be a bit too much of a favorite for my liking here. I'm going to go with the 2-7 here as my top selections here. I'm also going to give you an exacta box. I'm going to give you a super box. I'm going to go 2-7 with the 2-3-4-5-7 for 10 cents. Going to use Run Happy on the bottoms, but I'm just not sure as a top selection here. I think he looks beatable. But number 2, marketing, one of my first choices here at 5-2, Kieran McLaughlin. This Godolphin horse last time out, run the Aqueduct 1 mile on November the 4th in the Lounge Race for $67,000 from 9 was a 1. Won by 5.5 lengths. Got a 98 buyer speed figure that day. Was leading at the half and just went on to win that day. Was 3 wide depth stretch, but again just drew off clear to a very nice victory. Only has 2 starts. His first career start was at Belmont, September the 23rd, Belmont Park in a 6.5 furlong main stretch weight for $75,000. Won by 2 3/4 lengths. Was 3 wide. And was very rank at the beginning of the race. Went on to the lead at the quarter pole. Went on to win again that day. Very nice victory. Has been training here at San Anita, not Saratoga, San Anita on December the 18th. 4 furlong workout, 47-2, second best out of 34. So this horse is ready to run. His last race was pretty impressive. Gonna go with this one. My second second horse I really like in this race also. Number 7, Lord Nelson at 5-1, Rafael Bejarano for Bob Baffert. Last time out, hasn't run since May the 2nd. That was at Churchill Downs, 1 mile in Pat Day Mile, grade 3 event that day. Finished 4th by 6.5 lengths. I think that race was a bit too far for this horse. I think the 7 furlong distance should really help. And plus Bob Baffert's horses that shipped to Churchill this year just didn't fire, except American Pharaoh. He just weakened that day. Then at April the 4th at Aqueduct, 7 furlongs and Bayshore Stakes, grade 3. Finished second by half lengths. He just had a lot of, he didn't like the kickback that day. It was far back early. It was off the lead by 9 lengths. I don't know what was wrong that day. Then they ran in the San Felipe at mile 16th here at San Anita. This horse is a 7 furlong horse. I think the distance is right up this horse's alley. Finished 4th by 5 1/4 lengths. He just he finished 4th. He was out of all the horses. There was a field of 6. He was field of 10 that day. He did a decent run, but 7 furlong distance should really help. He has 2 wins here at San Anita. Who won the San Vicente earlier this year. Who finished second that race was Texas Red, British Cup Juvenile winner of 2014. And then won the Spy Easy Stakes, or hopefully I said that right, the Speakeasy Stakes of 2014 here at San Anita. Biggest question is the layoff, but he had an incredible workout this week, December the 21st, this past Monday, 4 furlong workout, 46-3, second best out of 40. He should do really well. So recount my bets for the Malibu, which is race number 8 from San Anita Park. I'm going to go with the 2-7 on top here. My box those 2. for an exacta $4. We're going to do 10 cent super here, 2-7 with 2-3-4-5-7 for 10 cents. So good luck to all. Merry Christmas. And like I said, good luck, and follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everybody.